Hi there and welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Shay. I am a 25-year-old electrical engineer currently practicing in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And today I wanted to make a video on my puppy haul. No, I didn't just get a bunch of puppies. I literally just got back from the pet store to pick up a bunch of stuff for my new puppy that I'll be picking up next weekend. Yes, so I just got a puppy. He's gonna be about 8 weeks old when I get him. He's a black little Pomeranian and I named him Pico. And I figured I'd make this video, maybe for people who have been thinking about getting a puppy and want to know what to get. Or maybe you have a puppy and this will inspire you to invest in some other items. Anyways, if any of that sounds like something that you'd be interested in watching, then keep on watching. All right, so the first items that I'm going to be talking about are just going to be like harnesses, leashes, stuff that Pico's going to use when I bring him outside to go for walks and hikes. So I'll start with the harness. This is an extra small, it's by Top Paw. It's essentially the pet store's smallest harness. So this is perfect for Pico. He's very small. He's gonna be fluffy, but I think this will fit him pretty nicely. And to go with that, I ended up getting him this green leash. It's by Top Paw. I bought all of this stuff from PetSmart. I'm not sure if that's like a Canadian brand, but it's one of the only pet stores I think open right now, just with the whole coronavirus stuff happening. So this is a 6-foot long leash. I wouldn't normally get neon green, but they didn't really have too many options, so I guess this is kind of cool. And then to go with the leash, I ended up getting, I like these. Okay, maybe I'll explain what this is exactly. So, I mean, you probably know what these are. It's a holder for dog bags. I particularly really like this brand just because it's an eco-friendly brand. I believe the bags are biodegradable. So, earth-friendly, and it also matches, kind of the color theme that I have going on here right now. And I really like these bag holders just because you essentially attach it to the leash, or like the end of the leash, and that way you never forget your dog bags when you go outside. Okay, and then I did end up getting Pico a little pup fit just because why not? There are definitely a lot more options for girl dogs, but I'm obsessed with camo. Even if I had a girl dog, I'd probably get her a little camo pup fit. So yeah, this is Velcro. I think all of this stuff is by Top Paw. I think that's just the brand that PetSmart packs. This is also extra small, and it has a little thing here to connect the leash to, so it's perfect. And then the last and final item in this category of items is it's actually not, this wasn't made for puppies, but because I really like going on like walks and hikes in the summer, I thought this would be practical for me at least. It's actually a baby carrier. This is what it looks like. It has a lot of straps. Maybe I'll insert a video here of me trying it on or something, but essentially it fits over my shoulder, and you kind of strap yourself in and you hold your puppy or baby. Technically, it's for a baby, but puppy at the hip. I think it'll fit Pico better maybe when he's a little bit older, but we'll just kind of play it by ear. I'll see if it actually ends up working. My only concern about this is I'm worried about him potentially overheating in the summer, but I don't usually go on hikes when it's super hot outside, so maybe I'll bring some cool packs or something. Definitely bring him lots of water. I just know smaller dogs, they can't go on, you know, 5 to 7 kilometer hikes that I do like to go on, but I'd still love to bring him outdoors. I think he'd love it, and I think it's really important to get dogs exercise. All right, so for the next part of this puppy haul, I'm just gonna go into the puppy toys that I ended up getting Pico. They're all pretty standard, but you know, worth mentioning. So the first toy I ended up getting him was this toy rope. I know lots of puppies really like to play tug of war with their owners, so I thought this was pretty practical. The next toy I ended up getting was just these little balls. I think they're gonna be a little bit big for him at first, but I liked these ones just because they have ridges for him to stick his mouth around, and I think he'll still be able to play with them and have them roll around at least. The next item I ended up getting were these dental chews. You know, it's another thing for him to chew on, and I do recommend though, if you do get your dog, you know, this type of dental chew, specifically this one with the bumps on it, just make sure they're under your supervision. I have heard stories of dogs, you know, chewing these off and having to get surgery. So just make sure if you do use, you know, this type of product that it's under your supervision. The next item I ended up getting was this gyro ball. Essentially how it works is there's a hole in the front and you stick either dog food or treats, and then they play with it, and the rotation of the ball will it'll essentially shoot out the treat, and it's just a fun game for them to play with. So I thought this would be kind of fun for Pico. I wasn't really sure which category to put this in, so I just put it into the toy category. This is the brush I ended up getting. It's a double-sided brush. One side I'll use for, you know, brushes, getting out the, you know, the tangles, and then I think this side will be used for, you know, keeping him floofy. And then the last major toy that I ended up getting, which actually has a few different parts to it, is this plush toy. I really liked this just because it's quite dynamic. It's a treat holder. It squeaks. I'm sure that'll get annoying really quick. And it has mixed material, so yeah, I thought it was very unique. So yeah, underneath his mustache here, you can actually stick a little treat or a dog bone. So I did end up finding these little bones by Nylabone. This one's chicken flavored. So I think that'll fit perfectly under his mustache, and Pico will just have the time of his life playing with that. I also ended up getting, you know, a few more bones just because I'm not sure how long one bone is gonna last. So this is a puppy starter kit. This is all sold at PetSmart. Again, I'm not sure if that's a Canadian brand or not, but yeah, so really, really cool, fun products. As you can maybe guess, the next part of this video is gonna be on dog food, treats, and dishes. So I'll just start off with talking about dog food. So I ended up going with this wellness brand. This is for small breeds and specifically for puppies. I really like this brand just because I believe it's a grain-free brand, and apparently sometimes when puppies or dogs eat dog food with grain in it, it can give them stomach problems. So I was really trying to avoid that. You know, the main reason I decided to go with this product is just because it had a lot of really good reviews online, and they also supplied it at my local pet store. And then, you know, ingredient wise, I feel like I can, you know, recognize most of these ingredients, you know, compared to other dog foods. It just seemed like a really good brand of dog food. I'm definitely open to, you know, suggestions though, but this is the brand I ended up going with. The flavor is deboned turkey, oatmeal, and salmon. And then just to be consistent, I ended up getting dog treats of the same brand. These ones are lamb and salmon flavored, and then these ones are chicken and venison. Again, grain-free, so hopefully it doesn't cause Pico any digestive problems. Then the last part of this mini part of the haul, which I'm probably the most excited about, are the dog dishes I ended up getting. I don't know if you can see, but this is actually marble. If you know me well enough, you know that I am obsessed with marble. My dining table is marble, my coffee table is marble, my phone case is marble. The old apartment I used to live in, the bathroom and kitchens were marble. I'm obsessed with marble, so I'm very excited for him to be using this because it matches the rest of my apartment. All right, so for the next part of this puppy haul, I'm gonna be talking about some of the house training goodies that I ended up getting. So I do live in an apartment, so I'm gonna start off with training Pico to, you know, go out onto the deck and use puppy pads to begin with, just because, you know, bringing him outside to grass, it's a bit of an adventure. You know, there's a really long hallway. I'd either have to take the elevator or stairs, and then even when I go outside to get to the grass, it's a bit too long for him to wait, especially if I'm taking him out of the crate and bringing him outside to use the washroom. I think it would just be too long for him to do that. So, you know, I'll start off with associating, you know, the patio with, that's where you go outside on the puppy pad, and then I'll eventually, you know, start bringing him down to the grass. So I definitely invested in lots of puppy pads. And then I'd actually really like to integrate, I think it's called Pavlov's association theory, where essentially I'd like to associate a bell with, you know, going outside, and that's when he does his business. So my idea is that I'll start off with bringing it on my own and showing him that I'm bringing it, and then we'll go outside. And then I'd eventually like to get him trained enough so that he can ring the bell himself to let me know that he needs to go outside. So I'm excited to try that. All right, so for the last part of this puppy haul, I'm just gonna be talking about the bedding and dog crate that I got for Pico. So this is the dog bed I got. It's oval, it's really soft. I'm not sure what type of material this is, but I did check the label, and it is machine washable. So that's really nice because I can just, you know, throw it into the washing machine and then air dry it after. And, you know, just ensure that Pico has good bed hygiene, you know, that's important. So yeah, I think he'll have some really, really nice sleeps on this. So that's exciting. And then I have the dog crate right beside me, but I've decided not to pick it up just because it's kind of bulky. So I'll just insert a video clip here of, you know, some of the main features, talk about some of the main features. So I really like this dog kennel, mostly because, you know, it's portable. Pico will have entry through either the top, or there's front entry as well. And I think it's just a really good size for, you know, him being a puppy. One day, you know, I might upgrade him to a bigger kennel. I've never actually kennel trained dogs, but I heard that, you know, it can be very helpful for if you're living, you know, in an apartment, and it'll teach your dog, you know, better manners, and it'll also teach your dog to, you know, better appreciate the time that they have with their human when they're home. So yeah, that concludes this part of the video. All right, so yeah, that concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was useful for you. You know, like I said in the beginning, if you plan on getting a puppy, or maybe you have a puppy, and maybe it'll give you some ideas on other products to invest in the future. And yeah, until next time, bye.